Hey, what's up, guys? So, obviously, for starters, I am in the car. Just go ahead and address that. I'm trying to knock out the commentary for this next workout, but it's also like 3:30 in the morning. So, unlike some of y'all, I want to be a good roommate. Came out to the car to film. Was thinking I could just do the audio, but then I also know some of y'all don't even care about going to work out. You just want to see my face. I'm completely fine with that. So now you get to see two of me. Woo woo! All right, let's go ahead and get into this workout. It is episode number 2 of my Getting Back into Shape series. Taking it super easy today with taking it pretty easy with a Indian club workout. They are for mobility, not for strength. You can use heavier ones for strength, but the goal of this workout is mobility. So let me just stop right here and say I'm warming up with the row machine. The Alphalete Gym somehow does not have ellipticals, or I would have used the elliptical because it does the pushing and the pulling for the upper body. The row machine's pretty good. I'm just trying to get the blood going, and then in a second here, I'll do a little warm up. Just doing a couple minutes of the row machine. Let me take a step back. I was telling y'all I'm doing an Indian club workout for mobility. So the Indian clubs are super light, like a pound, maybe 2 pounds. I don't know, something crazy light. But I just want to loosen up the muscles in my upper body, not my upper body, some of my upper body, my arms specifically. So as you'll see in the workout, the warm up is catered to the workout. So as you see in the warm up, I'm using stuff just to get my arms loose. So I did about 3 minutes on the row machine. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the actual warm up, or should I say more of the warm up. Here we go. Big arm circles, trying to keep the arms as straight as possible. All the movement coming from the shoulder. I do about 8. I don't really count. Sometimes I count, but then a lot of times I lose focus. So about 8 forward, about 8 back. Now I'm gonna do 8 smaller circles overhead in each direction. And you can do more. I just do 8 because I don't know why. 8's a good number. But now I'm gonna go to some shoulder rolls, trying to make that circular movement as big as possible. Going backwards. Now I'm gonna go forward. Of course, if you feel any stiffness or tightness or anything just wrong, make sure you do a little more. Take it easy. You might even want a foam roll before the workout. Now I'm doing some neck rolls. The neck is clearly connected to the shoulders, so I want to make sure I get that neck and head loose. I probably did that 10 times, but instead of doing 10 straight, I did 5 and 5. Not sure why I did that twice. Now I'm just doing some arm movements. Definitely be careful with these if you have not done these before. You don't want to get injured during the warm up. Let me pause this video. I have my shoulders at a 90-degree angle, just taking the hands up and down really easy. Now I have the arms at a 90-degree angle again, elbows together, hands together, and I'm just taking the hands up and down. Might not look like much, but when you're doing these, you'll definitely be able to feel it. I think at that point, my chest was a little too tight, so I stopped. And now I'm doing some trunk twists, about 8 each way, not 4 each way, equaling 8. And then now that I'm a little bit more loose, I'll go ahead and do those arm movements. This mobility workout is really big for me because I sit down a lot, or I have been sitting down a lot doing Uber, so my shoulders and upper body is super tight. Now I'm doing the trunk twist again, just bent over at a 90-degree angle. Now I'm gonna take the head and do it side to side, trying to touch the ear to the shoulder. Even though I haven't been working out a lot, I have been doing yoga. So my body is somewhat loose, If you need to do more, or if you need to do the whole warm up twice, you can definitely do that. Now I'm just taking the head front and back, trying to touch that chin to the chest, the back of my head to my back. Now you'll notice my hands are balled up into a fist, doing some wrist circles or hand circles, whatever you want to call them. And now I have my hands open, doing the same exact thing. This is a Indian club workout for my arms. So a lot is to the shoulders, but also got to get that wrist, forearm, biceps, all of that into it. So this is the first movement with the Indian clubs. If you notice, my hips are swinging forward, trying to get the whole body into that movement. And I'm just taking the arms overhead, swinging them back. Whenever I swing it back and forward, I'm also trying to get some wrist movement into that. Same thing, different angle. Not sure why I put this in there twice, but I will say you can do this workout without the Indian clubs if you don't have any, and just do arm movements. I don't think I'm gonna show you all of the exercises twice, so in the future, make sure you're paying attention, or you can just rewind the video. This is one arm at a time. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I made a video. Now I did one arm backwards, and then I switched to the other arm. You can do the same exercise, same sets total, doesn't matter. Now I'm going forward, and as you can see, I did not take too long of a break between it. In the beginning of my workouts, I don't need much rest in between the exercises, but then towards the end, as my arms start to get tired, I'll take more of a break. This is not an endurance exercise, so you don't need to just rush through them all at once. All right, next exercise, circular movements. As you can see on the left side of the video, I'm trying to keep that arm as close to the body as possible. Doing the left arm, like I say, you can do all the right arm at once, or the left arm. Towards the end of the workout, I'm taking like a minute or two between the exercises. Lightweight, but after a while, it really starts to burn, and you'll definitely tell. Also, oops, man, I hope my car battery doesn't die, but I'm right outside the house, so I guess it doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. I hope it doesn't die. If you need to do it without Indian clubs, or if you just want to do one set, I'm doing all of this twice, but if you just want to do it one set to take it easy your first day, definitely okay. All right, so now I'm doing both arms at the same side at the same time. Dang, I'm so bad at this. I'm doing it at the same time, again, in both directions. Now, instead of having the arms cross in front of me, I'm doing the very first thing I did in the warm-up, just taking the arms into big circles. As you can see, the arms are also still close to my body, at least at the bottom. I haven't done these in a while, so it's a little bit tight, or they would be close to the body the entire time. Now I am taking the elbow up to 90 degrees, and then from there, all the movement comes for the wrist. And as you can see on the way back, I'm really flicking that wrist, trying to get all of the fingers loose. And now I am adding a twist in at the top. Did a couple without the twist to try to get it loose before I just jump into that. And then as you notice, this arm looks pretty good, but the left side of my body, I think it's because I sleep on the left side a lot more. I also broke my left ankle and have a screw in there, so I don't know if that's throwing off the whole left side of my body, but the left side of my body doesn't move as good as the right side, and then also it's not as strong, so I notice it in different yoga movements or when I'm lifting weights. So that left spin is definitely got some problems on there. I almost hit myself with the club on this side. Make sure you be careful not to hit yourself. Oh, let me pause it real quick. If you notice that one side is weaker during your workouts, try to do maybe 3 sets on that side, only 2 on the strong side. You don't want to do just the weaker side, because even though your strong side is strong, it still needs to get better. But you can do off balance sets and try to get the weaker side to catch up with the stronger one. Of course, you don't want to overdo it. If one side is already weak and now you're trying to overwork it during the workout, it may make it even worse. All right, so this is the same thing except both arms at the same time. I have done these before, I haven't done them in a while, but when you're starting out, it may be a little confusing how to do the movements. So definitely take it easy. Actually, some of these, I didn't even show you the times that I messed up. I just cut it out, but definitely make sure you get the movement right as opposed to just going through it just to be doing it. All right, so this next exercise I'm about to do with the cable machine. You can do it without the cable machine. If you have some bands at home, you can anchor it into the door, get you some cheap bands. Don't get you some cheap bands, get you some nice bands. Even the nice ones are inexpensive. So I am using super lightweight. You'll see in a second. I don't know if you can tell right now. I'm only using the lightest weight possible. I think it's 5 pounds. I am trying to keep my arm straight. I think I can go ahead and show it to you. Trying to keep the arm straight, and as I'm moving the arm, I'm also working on that rotation movement. So you can see my hand starts at the bottom left with the palm down, and then as I'm moving the arm diagonally up, I'm also rotating that arm. So we're working the rotation muscles on this one. Right now, the weight is at the bottom left, so I'm working the back of my arm. And then the next exercise, I'm using the same exact movements, and then the weight is anchored at the top left. So now, as you can see, I just rotated my body out a little bit. That way I can get that full stretch on the way up. But now I'm working the front of the shoulder and the chest muscles. Same movement, arm starts palm up, and then I'm rotating it palm down. I did all of these twice, 8 reps each. If you just want to start easy, do it once. Of course, I couldn't get too much lighter than this. If it was too heavy, you could do less reps, or you could just work on doing it without the weight. Maybe get you a really light band just to get started. So now I have the weight at the bottom left, but my hand is starting with the palm back, coming across my body up, and I'm working the chest again. So palm back, rotating palm up. Or if you look at the thumbs, it starts with the thumb in towards me and then rotates with the thumb out. Make sure you're rotating the arm just as much as you're lifting the weight, because this is trying to work the rotational muscles. All right, now this is the same exact movement except with the opposite arm. Now I'm working the back of the shoulder. Same thing, palm starts up and then goes to the back. So that was 4 different exercises. Started with the Indian clubs, not too much. Indian clubs, and then I did these shoulder exercises. This is actually the last exercise. Take it easy. This is the second workout. So, if you just want to take it easy, this, at least, for me, the series takes me like 2 or 3 weeks. If it needs to take you 2 or 3 months, it doesn't matter. We're all different. So just ease into it. It is a getting back into shape. So once I'm in shape, of course, it'll be very intense, but that's not the purpose of this. I'm just trying to prep the body for the future. Of course, if you need help with the workouts, go to my website, princecanhelp.com. He's not a magician, but he can help. So workouts and nutrition, got some plans on there. The website should be easy to figure out. If you cannot figure it out, just hit me up on my Instagram. It's ITS Prince A. Send me a message and I'll go through the website for you. But that's it for now. Y'all give the workout a try. Let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one.